Okay, so we're looking at a long division review problem, and these are the steps that you always take when solving long division. So you start with how many. We're going to take this number that's we're dividing by and say how many times can this number fit into the first number. If it cannot fit into the first number, we take the first two digits together as a number. So we're going to say how many times does 5 go into 36? The answer is 7 times. And we're going to put a little multiplication symbol here because our second step is multiply. So 7 times 5 is 35. Our third step is subtract. Subtract this here. This is 1. This is 0. I'm just going to leave that blank. Fourth step, bring down. So we bring down our next digit. And now we start over. How many times does 5 go into 12? That's 2 times. 5 times 2 is 10. That's our second step, multiply. Third step, subtract. 2 minus 0 is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. So we just subtracted. Now our fourth step is bring down. So we bring down the 1. Now we're back at number 1. How many? How many times does 5 go into 21? It's 4. And notice how I'm keeping these lined up here. You should always put the number of how many above the number you're going into. So we went into 36, so the 7 goes above the 6 because we want to keep our commas and any possible decimals lined up as well. Okay, so we said how many times does 5 go into 21? That's 4. Second step, multiply. 4 times 5 is 20. Third step, subtract. 1, and that's 0. Fourth step, bring down. Now we start again. How many? How many times does 5 go into 15? That's 3. 3 times 5 is 15. Step 3, is subtract. That's 0 and 0. Step 4, bring down. Back to step 1. How many times does 5 go into 5? Once. Multiply. 1 times 5 is 5. Subtract. 5 minus 5 is 0, and we can't bring down any more numbers. We're done. Our remainder is 0, so we don't need to put anything. You can put R0 if you'd like, but we don't need to. That's not necessary. So our answer is 72,431.